Welcome to my skincare stash update for the month of November. First things first, there's no device in here. I know, shocking, but I'm actually quite happy about that because I have so many devices lined up for review and just that one phase, and I want to test them properly. I really couldn't deal with one more. Second thing, quickly before we start, if I look as if I just came back from the dead, that's because I basically did. I fell ill like 1.5 weeks ago with a bad cold, and I've barely just recovered. So this is basically the first thing I am doing after being able to leave the bed again, and I'm pretty sure it shows in my skin and maybe overall energy, but I couldn't push that any further, otherwise it would have been mid-December until you got this update. So what did I add to my stash? The first thing is Remedy Skincare. You might have heard of Remedy Skincare's founder. It is Dr. Munib Shah, one part of the duo doing the Doctorly YouTube channel, which I really enjoy. I remember when he launched his brand, but I didn't pay too much attention until they reached out and offered to send me some products to test. And the philosophy behind the brand is that you have one remedy for each skin concern. Like the skin concerns are healthy aging, pore control, dark spots, chapped lips, acne and body bumps. Well, acne is just acne patches. And for each of these concerns, you have one remedy that combines all the ingredients you would want to have to tackle this, so you don't have to layer different serums, but just have one thing that you can focus on. And I really enjoyed that, having my minimal skincare approach has been, because the more good stuff is in one product, the more likely it is he actually uses all the good stuff. And I picked the remedy for dark spots, which has encapsulated retinol, tranexamic acid, glycolic acid, niacinamide, licorice root extract, kojic acid, basically the who is who of hyperpigmentation fighting ingredients, which is great if you suffer from dark spots. And the second one I got is the remedy for healthy aging, and this again has encapsulated retinol, but also retinaldehyde, also glycolic acid, niacinamide, peptides, ceramides, a whole bunch of things you would want on your skin. With the combination of glycolic acid and encapsulated retinol and the retinaldehyde, I'm not sure about the concentration. I am not sure if everyone will be able to tolerate that each night on their face, but if you do and just want one thing, it's really quite a lot of good stuff in there. So excited to give those a go. Don't know, I keep shaking them, don't need to shake them. From Remedy Skincare to another brand, which is Qure, or Qure, I think it's Qure, and this is their beauty clinic inside. This is their micro-infusion, micro-needling at-home kit. Funny enough, Dr. Munib Shah is an advisor for the brand Qure, and I first saw them on the Dr. Lee channel. I get a ton of questions about microneedling, both on and offline, and the most common question is, why don't you microneedle? Because there are so many benefits. And I've voiced my concerns in a separate video that I'm going to link, but to summarize, it is really hard to keep your stuff sterile when you work from home, because you don't have the means to really keep them sterile, let alone, I think most people wouldn't really bother to properly cleanse their devices, so I fear for infection. The second thing is that the needles might get blunt. Third thing is that people tend to use skincare underneath the microneedling or right after microneedling that might not be designed to be used with microneedling. So stuff gets into the skin that isn't supposed to get into the skin, which can lead to adverse reactions. And the last thing is that these rollers that you get, they have a tendency to tug at the skin and don't punch clean holes, but like drag the skin out and lead to skin trauma with the risk of scarring or hyperpigmentation. Now, Qure is different. They have this micro-infusion system, which has an interchangeable head. You get these heads like separately packed individually, and then you have these serum concentrates that you fill in. So let me quickly show you. This is how the device looks, and you can pop off the stamping device and they pour in the liquid from the serum concentrate. So you use only stuff that is designed to be used with microneedling. And then you put that on, remove the cap and stamp all over your face. And once you're done with one treatment, you remove the cap, throw it out and use a new one for the next session. Meaning you always have a sterile head. The needle won't get blunt. You only use stuff that is designed to be used with microneedling, and it is a stamping device, so no tearing at the skin. Let me quickly show you what the serum concentrate looks like. This is how it looks like. This is the one for wrinkles. You have one for dark spots and one for wrinkles. I got the combination set, and you can mix them. So you can pour half of this and half of the wrinkle one into the micro stamping device, stamp all over your face, wait 2 weeks and repeat the same. Or if you just have dark spots or just wrinkles as your main concern, you can use just them. And you use it like every 2 weeks. I already used it once, but I can't comment on any results because initially my skin looked good and then I fell ill, which has absolutely nothing to do with the device. And now my skin looks like so. We'll report back after I finish the 3 months of treatment. Now, skincare not associated with Dr. Munib Shah, at least not that I'm aware of. The brand One Skin. One Skin was founded by 4 female PhDs. And they, at least that's what the website tells us, they took a look at the anti-aging skincare there is, and they realized that these things aren't as effective as they would want them to be. So they went looking for the key to unlock healthy skin during the aging process, and they like scanned 900 or 9,000 or how many, whatever, peptides until they developed the one that is the base for all their formulas, and it's called OS01. And they built 3 lines, the OS01 body, OS01 eye, and OS01 face, out of which I have 3, and they don't call their stuff like eye cream, but topical supplement. In the face line, there is a cleanser, moisturizer, and an SPF. In the eye line, there's just the eye cream, and in the body line, there's a moisturizer and an SPF. And I have the OS01 body topical supplement. I have the OS01 face topical supplement, and I have the OS01 eye topical supplement. This OS01 claims to reverse the signs of aging by disabling damaged skin cells, which is borderline a drug claim because it structurally changes the skin, which cosmetics isn't supposed to do. I am skeptical when it comes to high-priced skincare, and looking at that, I think your best bet to age healthier or preserve the health of your skin while aging is to wear a sunscreen, moisturize regularly, and make healthy lifestyle choices. If these OS01 peptides will do more than other peptides before it did and really reverse skin aging, I am willing to give it a go because I've lost quite a bit of weight over the last 1.5 years. So if anything could make the skin on my body reverse age, that would be much appreciated. Then I ordered a bunch of winter sunscreens, which is absolutely not a technical term. It is just something that I use to describe my preferences for sunscreen in the winter, which is less focus on sweat resistance and more focus on hydration. And I got 2 old favorites. The first one is the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sunrise Plus Probiotics SPF 50+. I've gone through numerous tubes of that, and I actually got 2, but the other one is in my bathroom because I'm using it currently. Very lovely, very moisturizing, perfect for my skin in the colder months. And the second one is the Skin 104 Hyaluronic Water Fit Sun Serum. And yes, I did a sponsored post with them when it was first released, but have repurchased numerous times since, and again got 2 bottles, don't know where I put the second one. I could happily live on with just these 2, but well, curiosity and such, so I got 2 more. The first one is by Misha. It's the Aqua Sun SPF 50 Plus, and I think this will be more for when the winter is leaving and we are experiencing warmer weather, at least from the description. And the second one came highly recommended from you, and it's the Anessa Perfect UV Sunscreen Skincare Milk. So excited to try those. And the last thing I want to show you is by Maysama. You might remember that I did a review of their Maysama Prana LED face mask, and they have a serum to go with that. I think I have it somewhere. Yes, there you go. The Maysama Green Rooibos Press Serum that they recommend to use with the LED mask, because the antioxidant effect of this serum would enhance the effect of the light. I tried that, but I found this a little sticky and heavy to wear underneath the mask, especially in summer. And apparently I wasn't the only one, because they now released the Maysama Green Rooibos Serum Light, which is lighter than the other one while still providing the antioxidant benefit. So we'll report back. I know still have probably reviewed the first one, but yeah. And that's everything. Next month will probably be everything that I repurchased during the Black Friday, Black Week, Black whatever sale craze thing, which is a great opportunity to stack up on things you know you will need, which is what I do. I keep repurchasing my favorites then. And other than that, we will see what this last month brings. If there's anything that you're particularly interested in, please tell me in the comments below, and I will see you very soon.